You just saw the video. Normally, I go all out and summon all 40 sacred shards, but I've changed. Hello, Chris. I've changed. I'm trying to play smarter now. Not summon all 40 sacred shards for content. If it's all about the content, I do it. I'm trying to set up some background music before I tackle this S14 stage. That's loud. How's the stream? I didn't even check. Is it stable? I'm live on Twitch and YouTube, right? Yes. I was saying in the video, in the month of March, I'm going to try to keep more streams active on the YouTube. Hope you guys don't mind. What do you mean S14? Not on this rotation though. Look what we have here. Are you forgetting which S14? Not. Technically, I've done it before, but I don't know my teams that I used before is not working. So I'm going to try again. And I've been doing these things for the past 1 week, skipping that stage, doing all other stages. And now if I don't get it done today, I'm not going to get the reward. So that's why I'm taking the special time out to beat S14 today. Where is... this stage is... you just have to have the right team and the right RNG, I guess. Because I've tried 3 Husk on stun sets, still failed. You used those 5 too? I was thinking of taking one of the Husk out and bringing Zargala. 1 stun set, 1 booster. I'm bringing in like 3 stun sets. Only 1 Husk could be the pure damage, but people say that's not gonna be enough. So I was going to bring in 2 damage instead. I was take one of the Husk out and bring in Zargala. That's what I was thinking. Hard gaze on the weak host. What weak host? How you say Husk is weak? I forgot about that tip. You see why I came live so you guys can give me all these tips. I forgot about cat gaze. I can borrow it and give it back later. Is this thing loud? 1 stun set, Husk can slap a cat gaze. Other one can be pure damage. So 2 Husk. I just did the Muslim Mage bolster. Initially, I used a shield set Muslim Mage. But this time around, that's not going to cut it. We used X here with cat gaze. See this old one I used. Let me save this. It has not worked, but I'll say S14 bolster. Save it for Muslim Mage. There's no way that fails for him. One sec. I'm checking if the Twitch stream is live. Hexia? This one? That's Erenus. She does look like this too, right? I probably use that as food a lot of time. A lot. Not down the line. A lot. Let me see next time so I can hold one copy. Undead. Really? Grants an extra turn. If this attack kills an enemy, she gets an extra turn. So this skill is basically a 2-turn cooldown. Increase speed buff. I'm looking for champions to talk about in videos. I will have to hold on to one copy of her when I get another one now soon. Because I may have used this champion as chicken recently. I've seen what teams my clanmate used. Zargala is popular, Husk are popular. I even asked one of my clanmates to tell me the build for his Zargala. He soloed it with a Zargala. And I see a lot of people using the solo Zargala team too. So how are they doing this? Any ideas? One of those random sets that make the champions only counter attacks? Counter, makes her so slow that she only sits there to counter? Only 5 people cleared. Out of the entire clan, right? That's strange. Maybe it's the content that they're also having not patience with, because the content requires a lot of retries. The number of retries is crazy. It's not baby clan. They are busy with other more important things. They don't need this little measly reward from this content. They are busy with other more important things. Remnants, how many remnants? 20? Maybe they are not broke like us looking for remnants to get mythicals. They are spenders who get their mythicals the natural way. From the primal shards, not from remnants. That's for free to play. Chasing after remnants everywhere we see them. I didn't change my Twitch category and title. Imagine playing Raid Shadow Legends in one's human category. That's a rule I have broken. There we go. Twitch title and category updated. All right, Dabi, thank you for the tips. I'll start now. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it's not a 3-hour stream because I intend to make it 30 minutes done for and then I switch to once human. All right. I'm going for Zargala in damage. Do I have a preset for that? No. This chief, hello. Let's build some champions with our best gears. Starting with the Husk. The S4 Husk. Lethal. $100 crits. Highest crit damage. I don't want this Husk in stun set. He's S4. He is the damage Husk. Do I have masteries on this champion? I do. So he's going to borrow a crit damage relic. I like that. I like that. Equip. That's a lot of crit damage from the Husk. Why didn't I think of that earlier when I was trying all these battles? I'm gonna hit that refresh. Oh, I see the people that are using a Zargala solo is 386 crit damage. How many piece? 2 piece, 6, 8 piece, 2, 4, 6, 8 piece, 8 piece merciless. His damage is based off enemy max HP and HP. HP second priority. I'm gonna need how much accuracy? 300 accuracy. I'm a long time enjoyer of Once Human. I'm an official creator for Once Human. Like official. I am in their content creator program, but I can't do much for Once Human on YouTube because the YouTube is all about raid. So I usually stream Once Human on Twitch. But for the right price, I post them on the YouTube sometimes when they're doing those promotions. This speed is too low. Money talk, bullshit works. Besides, when I post them on the YouTube, people are not interested in it. So that's another reason why it's not even recommended. To have a Once Human viewership, I have to post them regularly for a while. Let's say like 6 months or 1 year of Once Human videos before I'll see any traction. So I rather do Once Human streams instead of videos on YouTube. At least my raid players know raid is not the only game I play. I don't know. Most people, raid is the only game they play. That's why they are so good at it, I guess. Oh, you didn't know I play Once Human? This other game, Watcher of Realms. There are many games that raid players play. Watcher of Realms. Like we try all of them. Even Godforge, I played Godforge. When it's come out, I will play it. The only games I couldn't... GTA is my main game. I played GTA for 5 years on PS4. So I'm really good at GTA. Now I have it on PC, but I couldn't really catch up with the PC again. I enjoy open world games in general. 305 accuracy. 180 speed. I don't know if the speed is okay, but I like the crit damage I'm seeing. I'm gonna take it. Million? Did you say 100 million? I have a billion. I have a billion in GTA Online. Legit money. Yo, Chris, we play so many similar games. I like those games where you just sit and grind for no reason. Just mindless grind. It just takes your mind off things, you know? Every double money weekend, I was there. Every double money play. I'm in a clan, I be a crew and all that, where we obey the rules. So if I wanted to play today, I'm getting into the crew Discord and joining the crew lobby. Safe lobbies. Nobody's blowing up my product. Doing illegal activity in GTA, of course. It's a fun game. We cannot wait for GTA 6. Man, watch out. If GTA 6 comes out, you might see this channel change to Bricks 5D GTA 6. How we are expecting that game to be amazing, man. I don't think there is any creator, content creator, streamer that will not immediately jump on GTA 6. I don't think there's anybody. I don't care what, even some people who are not even gamers will jump into GTA 6 once it is launched. How long have we been waiting now? 10 years? Or what? Alright, Husk is ready. I'm gonna save this build, whether it works or not. When it works, I'll save it. Achak stun set. Fast Achak stun set. Lock Husk number 1. Yeah. New characters and everything, right? Hold on. I wanted to do something real quick on YouTube stream. No, I'm still on. Damn it, Baba. Damn. Go come now. Go come now. Transfer waiting. How are you? You're passing by the office. Let me stun set. You sleep well. Hmm? How was your nap? Hmm? How was your nap? What's that? What did you say? Speed priority, accuracy 300. Nothing crazy. It's actually 325, 355. It's better do 350. HP and defense. No resistance. Third. What's that? Or maybe Achak can contribute some damage with crit rate and crit damage? No, we don't need that from Achak. Focus on the speed. What's that? What did you say? Hmm? Why are you sweating? Hmm? Why are you sweating? What? What? 300 speed is fine. I play with saliva. I play with saliva. Rate 13 speed. I need more speed. Jack has one job. I don't have refresh accessories. That's one thing I don't have on my account. Refresh accessories will help make things a little bit easier, right? I'll take this 313 speed. My storage is full. I want to touch it. What games does he play now? He got his own games by now. Which account? Okay, okay. All right. Okay. What happened? Mommy is coming. Wait, eh? What happened? What happened? Hmm? Ah, ah. Okay. Ah, rah, rah, rah. Ah, rah, rah. Ah, rah, rah, rah. Ah, rah, rah, rah. Ah, rah, rah. Ah, rah, rah, rah. Ah, rah, rah, rah. What? Hmm? Mom is coming. Mom is coming. Power World. Okay, no sound on GT. I will stand up. I will stand up. Yes. If you don't stand up, Dami doesn't like it. I will stand up. You okay now?
When I'm blue, I think of you in your eyes, how they look at mine, so kinda like that. You slow down time and everything's just fine. I was ocean swimming with just wishbone, thinking of my life, the vision drifting by, until I found the lighthouse in your heart. Shining like a beacon of bright stars. How did life go wandering far until I found a lighthouse guiding me out the
What do you want that is pasted on the wall? No.
When I'm scared, I send a flare and you're here in a flash. When I ask, oh dear love, where did we come from? You say that like the sun. I had the will and mission, but the wrong position. I was hoping, praying for a sign, until I found a lighthouse in your heart. Shining like a beacon of bright stars. How did life go wandering far until I found a lighthouse guiding me out the dark. You guided me out the dark.
Thank you for the follow, Toffee. Damn me permission to sit. Can I please sit down? Can I sit down, sir? Allow me to sit down. Permission to sit down. I was building a champion and I ran out of space. So now, side mission. Make space. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Tofi to see with the sub. Oh, it's you, Chris. Welcome to Twitch then. Thanks for the sub. This boy is sleepy. His mom is coming to take him so I can finish this raid stream. Mom is coming, huh? You want to sleep, huh? Sleeping. Mission accomplished. See how fussy they get when they want to sleep. Now how do I switch to my left hand? I'm gonna use my left hand to play red then. Yeah, finally some peace. Why do they have to cry first though? That's the part I don't get. Wanna sleep, just sleep. Why do you have to cry first? You ain't gotta do all that. Just sleep. Easy. Yeah, in the first month when he's lightweight, yes. Second month, going to 3 months now, he's 3 months old. He's getting heavy. He's putting on some weight, so you can't keep that arm bent for long. You have to find a way to put him down. Except you've been hitting the gym and, calling some irons, then you probably will not feel it. I've been out of the gym for how long? Playing raid with the left hand is not that bad. It's not that bad. What champion was I building that ran out of space? This one. Why you not send that? That's not an excuse. Now you fetch that finish, go and carry what just one worker. Even if you want worker, no go carry it. Now you carry it. Off the go. All right, back to the regular scheduled program before Dami interrupted us. Let me get this done. Every little bit of stats. How is this not speed? It's HP. No relic. What's the best relic for Achak according to HH Optimizer? Molten Death Bell or Perched Shadow. They should allow us search the name of relics now, not scroll forever. I'll see it. I'll know it when I see it though. This one, Molten Death Bell. Whereas Storm Meter increase by 10% when applying stun sleep. Yeah, he needs that one. Turn meter feel when applying the freeze. If enemy resists his debuff, he gets 5% turn meter feel. Increase by 5 whenever a debuff is placed on them. No. 10% turn meter after taking an extra turn. He doesn't get extra turn mechanics here. I'm gonna go for this one. Whereas turn meter increase 5% faster when they are forced to miss their turn. No. None of that fit his kit. What was recommended? This one. Whenever an enemy loses 25% or more HP. Not an ally. I'll take that for now, I guess. Wait, what about this one? Wherever the wearer fails to place the buff. No. Blessing done. Increased chances of placing the stun. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3 builds. Who's next? Zargala. I'll go for the... Is it 2, 4, 6? 6-piece merciless. That my clanmate recommended. That's not merciless. That's all I need. The ignore defense. On Zargala. Lock that in. By the way, have you beat this stage yet, Chris? Because Darby just came and dropped some knowledge that I should copy. Does she need accuracy? No. We're going for the attack as the second priority. Speed. In years, a lot has changed. I came back and that game changed so much. It can be a little bit intimidating seeing things that you used to know and now you have to ask others about it or search it on YouTube again. Why is this happening? Why is this not working the way it used to be? Like, feels like a game they are developing while we're playing it. You're still a normal. Oh, okay. That's... Let's grab the best merciless set I have on the account and make Zargala hit hard. 366 crit damage. That's a lot. I might even put cat gaze on her too. Just for funsies. 6k attack almost. Make sure she doesn't need accuracy. She does have a weakened A1. But she's not here to do it. Decrease defense though. She does need accuracy. I'm going to have to build this with accuracy. Attacks 3 times after the first hit. So it's the third hit that has a chance of taking full advantage of the decreased defense she places on the second hit. So because of this decreased defense, I'm going to have to put accuracy on this champion, which might reduce her crit damage, but we have cat gaze to boost it. When I say accuracy, I mean anything about 300 and 20 just to make sure. Aura also built in accuracy. I don't usually use accuracy aura at all. I'd rather go with defense or HP aura or speed aura, especially speed is the best one. Rarely you see me use. Let me see if this content needs. See, I'm using defense aura here. Take this one out and bring in the Zargala. This is, although if you use the accuracy aura, I guess you can build less accuracy on the champion and give them more damage. But I like to survive. So I'd rather go. Okay, this is in arena. This is in all battles. The accuracy aura, especially if you don't have enough accuracy from your gear, that can help you. Alright, even with the accuracy, she still managed to hit the 300 plus crit damage. But now the speed, the attack also went low below 5k to, 6k to 5k. At 200 speed, I don't know if. I don't know if I can do the solo. I'm adding her as part of the team. Imagine if she can do it solo, then imagine if she is part of the team. That's what I'm thinking. I just want to make it easy on myself so I never have to think about this stage again whenever it comes up in the next rotation, next week or upper week. I can just beat it easily. This is one stage that I don't have a constant team that will beat it easily for me. It always fails. Let me see the screenshot again of my clanmate's speed. 207 was the speed he used to solo. He also used a one-piece set of crew for that extra ignore defense. Wait, I'm supposed to select the crew first. This merciless is strange like that. Crew 1 merciless. Six. Stop search. There are people who try to do those solo strategies so they can rank up in the world leaderboard for. I've never been interested in. Now, if there was a special reward they gave for being one of the fastest team in those type of content, I don't think those players get, besides bragging rights, obviously. I wish they gave something for ranking top in that best teams global ranking. They should give you something. That's when I'll be interested in it. Alright, Zargala still has a build with crew. 210 speed is what I go for. Pause. Still in the best gear. Do I need cat gaze on her too? She has no relic right now. I'm gonna steal a cat gaze. Extra crit damage from the cat gaze. Let me steal this one. Where I deals 5% more damage to the target under a shield. No, I don't want that one. Maria's own. If no enemies are taking a turn here, the wearer's first attack will deal 10% more damage. Yeah, boy. Cat gaze plus these gemstones is crazy. Blessing. That's a 1-star Zargala. What blessing is she gonna use besides Phantom Touch? See, the recommended one according to the HH website is going to be Phantom Touch, I guess. No, they went for Cruelty and Crushing Rend. Hmm. Has a chance of inflicting bonus damage to one enemy whenever this champion hits enemy targets. Okay, just to one enemy. When hitting multiple targets at once, only one champion will receive the bonus damage. I guess this is what bosses the most. While on Cruelty, it decreases their defense. Let me go with the Cruelty. I don't think anybody else is in Cruelty. Maybe the Husk is already in Cruelty. You know, go against the green. All right, Zargala is ready. Husk, this, and Zargala. Last one is the stun set Husk again. So now I have one in stun set. This is the second stun set build. Second Husk in stun sets. What happened to the music? Paused. Dofi, I hope you play on PC too. Because if I was a mobile player, all this content would have been extremely difficult for me. I have to come up with my own builds and strategies, but using all these softwares and tools that make it so easy, it's a game changer. Heck, some players play on mobile so much they end up buying a laptop because of Raid. I seen somebody do it because he wanted to use these tools. Ended up finally buying a laptop just for Raid. Sets. Stun sets. Let's go with high speed. Still gonna crit cap you though. You're gonna contribute some damage. You're here for stun set doesn't mean you're not gonna contribute damage. 320 minimums. HP second. Defense third. I thought they were working on a mobile version. They never really gave any update on that. I know they did work on the Mac version. When it launched, it wasn't available on Mac. The mobile version is not going to be as seamless as this one though. It might just recommend things to you based on if you synced your account on PC before. I think that's how people were using it. We're saying it's going to work. There we go. I would love more speed from his stun set champion though, but he's focused on crit damage too. I'll take it for now. He's not here for pure damage, but he managed to get up to 299 crit damage. He's supposed to go before the Zargala, making sure everybody is stunned before she takes a turn. So let me boost the speed up to 250. I don't want... my stun champion's going last. Can the crit damage still reach 300 numbers or no? I'll accept that build. And of course, I run out of space again. Oh, slap gear on a random. Storage space. Storage is a problem for my accounts. I'm keeping so many trash, so many mid-tier gear. Mid gear. Finally, the moment of truth. Husk number 2. See if he needs any glyphing. Attack. Damage is not based off attack. There's no better options. Relic using the right ones. No gemstones. %10 more damage. Ignoring 3% of the defense or doing 10% more damage. I'm going for this one. Now I have to remember to take these gemstones back to more important champions later and not leaving on champions like Husk. Can swap gemstones, right? Alright, the team is ready. Will this be a one attempt successful battle, or will it be one of those ones where I have to try numerous times before it's successful? I hope the first answer is the case here. Let's go. All right. Stun or freeze. We got all of them. Let's on. You want to? Push up. You won't put up automatic with your data. That one. No, the police. Mm. No. No. The contact app itself, Abi. The difference is this one they show all contacts. So this is the correct setting. There is nothing else. Same. Correct settings 947. There for all contacts. With Gmail the show, Airtel the show, MTN the show. This other one to 145. Okay. Are they being in there for one app is okay some behind? But this is all the contact. What did it happen when you go WhatsApp, you go see person? Because when you want to save the person number, you go type and install WhatsApp. The thing in WhatsApp they do sometimes, if I want to save person number, I can't do plus, on new contact, can't type, create and finish. You no go enter Gmail, no go enter phone, no go enter, we all hang for WhatsApp contact. And make this to say, when you want to save person contact, go save them for contacts file. Then you enter your Gmail, then WhatsApp will see. No be no jump.
So my gala, there's a way my pictures don't show up.
If you do your pictures to show, storage never reach you. That's the truth. You see this backup thing. If you on it, let the thing bring all your pictures where save for Gmail. Your storage will tell you. Videos there too. You go begin download all the videos.
No, but no be this other one.
No be this 145.
No. There's
Yeah.
one, there's another gala,
The one will come with the phone.
yes, there's another phone.
And that one, just normal gallery now. That one need to pay any connection. That one only picture where it's snap for this new phone I just showed you.
Okay. You will set this for me so that anyone don't need that will not be deleted there from there.
How? Anyway, no need now.
From the gala.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gallery.
You get this one.
This one.
Yes.
No. All these ones, you know, go work like the one we follow the phone. Come. Like the one where everybody use, we follow the phone. Come. That one I just show you now. Photos. But the only main thing when people are the tell people cannot do now to under their backup. You got this picture where you don't think it just begin with okay, right now you know there is space issue. I'm going to use your data. So right now I think this set for Wi-Fi, so it's okay. No, right now it's set for Wi-Fi, just like a Play Store, where they only update during Wi-Fi. Right, so this once you connect to Wi-Fi, all the pictures with the phone go upload to Google Drive. See the storage is 0. Some people own at 15 or 15. So you say right now Gmail no fit receive mail because
take it to that picture that
which one? The place where you do.
No. Pictures. Okay, this one.
Photos.
Okay. So have you set it for me for
My Play Store.
that wherever you have to be
Data or listen. Alright. No problem.
there's some business I would like to do for
Okay. No. You know, for people where they will get work, Now for people who get work now. You still see the one where I put there and I check for outside. You see waiting I post means I never see person will go. No, like somebody will like I will have to show the person every from scratch. And I will this. So anyone way one pull head, so okay, go ahead. Even if not to get one set up for you. So that at least when I know day go there. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I had a customer. I've not closed yet from the office. We got hit once. Not bad. I thought when she kills somebody, something happens. We got boats that helping. Wait, what? That was going so well. What happened? This time I'm not gonna get a stun on both of them. Oh, I got the freeze though. I was supposed to land decrease speed. I keep using the wrong skill there. Land provoke. I'm gonna kill these ones first. I'm gonna use this skill for decrease defense. I'm gonna kill this one that is still frozen. I don't think I have enough to kill this one. But I'll provoke. I want my skills to be available for the next turn, including this crackpot skill. So let's play it slow now. I hope it doesn't take 2 turns like it did last time. What was that about? Freeze is available. I'm just waiting for this Zargala skill to be available. But we are taking damage. I don't like that. Kill him. 74k on A1 is crazy. Freeze or stun. Got both of them. No. We got mostly the stun and the HP bombs. I need to land decrease speed on. Does it feel stun meter? Feels ally stun meter by 15%. If 2 or more debuffs are removed. No. I'm gonna try to land decrease speed on this champion. Got it. I'm going in for the nuke. Got the stun over here. Double nuke. That wasn't enough nuking. And I'm gonna try to kill this one now. That does the cleanse. No cleanse for you guys. I think that's the difficulty a lot of people have with this content. Killing that Tuhanarak is her name, right? Before she gets a turn and does any cleansing. Now that Tuhanarak is down, nobody can save all this one. It's time for us to use A1s until we get to the next stage. This was easy. Why are people saying this content is too hard? Says the person that put it in the title of the stream. Says the person that I've tried it so many times have failed. And finally put together a team that is doing it perfectly now. Are my skills available for the next turn? I hope the freeze is available. Yes. Landed. Didn't get it. I'm gonna go for the A1 over here. Still gonna go in for the provoke. A1 almost killed this champion. I love to see that. Provoke this one that did not get the freeze. There's still one champion rogue right there. I'm gonna make a video about this team. Before I begin to swap their gear, I'm hitting my record button. I'm gonna record a video. So I have it in record that I took this down and it was easy. This feels like one of those videos that is going to not take too long to record because the teams, it's just too strong. And of course, I have to put it with a disclaimer that says, hey, I used my best gear. I'm an endgame player playing for 5 years. That's why I have this gear. Don't worry if you can't do it. The Lord is your strength. Get good. I'm going to provoke this guy. I don't know what he's about to do, but I don't like it. What does this champion place first? The block debuff, buff, or the strengthen? Let me see. He places the block debuff, the strengthen first before the block debuff buff. That's strange. In their write-up, they says block debuff buff and strengthen. But when he was placing it, he placed the strengthen first, then the block debuff buff. If these guys wanted to freeze me because of that, I could have gotten frozen. So I can go ahead and do this now. I heard this one does the 2 buffs before the block debuff buff. They should change this about these champions. How can you be placing 2 buffs before you place block debuff buff? Plus, place the block debuff buff before the 2 other buffs. I don't know if it's on purpose. Can we end this battle? It's been going on for too long now. Where are the nukes? Where are the heavy hitters? That wasn't a heavy hitter. That's a stun champion, Husk. This is a heavy hitter. Kill this one and then AoE. What type of sorcery is this? Provoke. Got it. We can go on auto now and relax. Whatever happens, he's not bringing anybody back to life, right? Definitely hitting the record button. Even if the video have to come out tomorrow morning, it's fine. 20 remnants in the bag. And that's my... Ooh, there's one more. I saved energy here. I thought everything was clear. Is the event dungeon still on? We did it, or I did it. And you can do it too. If you have 3 Husk or 2 Husk and a Zargala and your best gear that you can swap on them. It's that's not crit damage. Let's give random sets. I'm looking for crit damage on the glove. We got speed on the boot first. course. You have all your gear stolen. Because I don't need this champion in Fire Knight anymore. Who is this epic champion? Gory. This is an overkill. Wait, there's one more? Why does it say 90 out of 100? There's none. All the quests are out. That means it's done. Success. Feels good. Feels good. Alright. Mission accomplished. Village advance done. You know what I need to work on? That always fails. My Doom Tower. What's the team name now? It always fails. Like I have to, out of 5 battles, it fails 8 times. 2 will be successful. No, out of 10 battles, fails 8, 2 successful. So if I bring in a Marius here, will I be in trouble? Marius, double, Gnot, Cold Heart, Kaima. This is a boss I love to farm a lot, so let me copy a team for that. Marius, double Gnots, Emma, do the enemies also get the stone skin if I come with stone skin? I think they do. I just have to make sure the Marius is not in stone skin. Cold Heart and what? Kaima. Kaima should be down here. Cold Heart, number 1. Presets is important in the team like this. Marius is here. Timer first. Don't do anything crazy. On with this and don't use it again. Round 3. He wants to open with this, I guess. What does Colder do here? Take care of the Boston meter, I guess. Who is the fastest? Kaima, I hope. 299. Yes, Kaima is the fastest. Gnots will do Gnot stuff. If Mario does not clear the wave, which he should, no, Gnots don't have to do anything than this. And lock out this A2. Don't use it. Don't use it. I'm guessing these are the right presets. I'm just guessing. On this wave, you're going to use... Your A1 should be enough to clear the first wave. No, first wave A1. And Gnots can use their A2s to help you. But Kaima is resetting here, so Marius does not mind nuking like normal on the first wave. Just don't use this one on the first wave. It gets reset anyways. This does not get used on the... So it will be available. Let me just try to see if it's a successful battle after I make sure they have gear on them. After all this stealing I just did. And the gear he has is not a stone skin gear. And his cat gaze has to come back to him now, right? But I've started stealing gear. I've not done the Husk team preset saving. Did I just make a mistake? S14. I just stole the gear. Probably from Marius, right? I was supposed to save that preset before I steal gear. Marius. Lethal. Yep, that one. Who else did I steal for? Alright, let me save these presets before I do anything else. Because it worked. There are so many. I even have an S14 Husk build already. So why didn't it work? Because it was trying to take gear from other Husk. Oh, this is a stun set one. I'm gonna delete. Solo this one. This is the new working Husk S14 damage. Saved accessories too, right? Yes. Might have it Achak preset already. Achak S19. That's not S14, it's different. I saved this already today. S14 bolster. Zargala. I'd love to see how Zargala is soloing this content though. Should I run one battle with Zargala and see why people are using her to solo the content, or how? How is the most important thing? Husk S14 stun. Let me run a solo and see how this is possible. Is it full auto or manual? I don't know. I'm thinking counter attack. Counter attack accessories? Because if she was countering, they might have been dead right there. Let me see the screenshot that was sent. No counter attack. Is it a relic? How? Maybe that's not the enemy I should kill. I should kill one of them with that hit. So I only take 1 damage. Targets one of them. It might be a weak hit though. Nope, got him. So I get hit only once. Which should kill me too. So my damage is not enough to kill both of them, basically. This kill should kill both of them. Nah. I don't know how people are doing it. I don't know. But she has the potential of being able to solo. What was I about to do? I was about to fight, rebuild this other team, but it doesn't have the gear yet. The gear is still on the S14 team, and I want to record that S14 video. Now that I got it down, I need to record it right now. So I have maybe something to post tomorrow. The Beast Gods, hello. If I record it while I'm streaming, it might be a 720p video. Does YouTube mind that it's 720? I'll do 720 then. turn off alerts for now. Turn off music for now. All right, let me record real quick this successful Cost City S14 run, because that was the most difficult content out of this whole rotation. I can't even switch to my recording scene because OBS has a way of crashing on me if I switch. In collections record. Should I try? If it crashes, it's not me, it's OBS that crashed for switching to recording scene. It worked? Yes. It worked. Okay. It did not crash on me. Sometimes it does crash. All right. S14. Start recording. Yo, what's up, guys? Beside it here with a few hours left on the Cost City reset. 19 hours, 44 minutes. I was left with just one stage to take down. In hard mode, that's the content I'm talking about. S14 was the most difficult one. In fact, the entire stage right here on these S stages are extremely difficult. Intranos S stages are so difficult. Hard mode, you need specific champions, specific conditions, epics only, sometimes rares. You need a crazy amount of gear stolen from all your best champions to make it happen. So in this particular video, I want to talk about the team, the gear, the stats that helped me beat S14, a stage where I had to ask for help. Of course, you've already know you can go to the best teams and check what your clanmates are using to beat this content, and even check the global ranking to see the best recommended champions and all that. It doesn't show you the gear sets though. It doesn't show you the stats. It doesn't give you advice on actually how to beat the content. So that's why I'm here to play the stages, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, because at any point if this battle goes wrong, there are no revivers to bring anybody back to life. So you need total control of the battle the entire time. I'm not here to show you a solo build because my Zargala is not that strong and my gear is not that strong, where they nuke down wave 1, nuke down wave 2, and nuke down wave 3. She can do that. I've seen solo people doing it. You can see the best teams are doing that with their Zargalas. +4 and fully. Mine is just 1-star Zargala and she doesn't have those relics and all that. So how was I able to take this down? With Husk. That's the first time I took this down. I built everybody with crowd control, and that's how I got through it. This second time around, this rotation, my Husk could not get it done. Sometimes the stun was landing on one, sometimes they were getting nuked, sometimes it just was not working. I had to go back to the drawing board, re-gear these champions, put relics on them again, and beat it successfully this time around. So instead of beating it and forgetting, I said, let me record it so I never have to forget what teams and what strategy I used to beat this content. So it's not just helping you, it's also going to help me in the future when I come across S14 again. I have saved the team preset. That's very important. If the team was successful for you, make sure you save the preset so you don't have to, rebuild them whenever you come over to this content again in another rotation. All right, now let me take out this Husk. That's the one change I think I made in this build that makes it successful. I brought in more damage instead of more control. If you don't have a lot of damage gear, you can focus on more control. I'm talking about stun set and provoke set. Those are the two types of sets that most players use on their Husk, and or me, I prefer stun set. And initially all the Husk were in stun set, but now I put one Husk in a stun set and one in a damage set. Obviously this +4 Husk is the one that I put in damage because +4 obviously means he's going to do more damage, and gave him some amazing crazy legendary relic Cat's Gaze. I'll show you the stats of these champions. Just explaining the team. I have a stun champion right here. Achak is an amazing for this skill. This is what he's going to be doing for you in the team. So he does have this other skill where I did not even use this much in the battle. I just focus on allowing this freeze be done often, and of course the HP bond also. He does have an A1 that places freeze also and HP bond, so that's, no, it says he has a chance of decreasing the target storm meter if they're under freeze. So if there's anybody who need to knock back their storm meter, this is the A1 to use on that particular enemy. It's not just a fancy A1. Achak was also built in a stun set, which will also make sure that as the freeze is landing, if the freeze does not land, they get a stun too, and the right masteries. If you do not have masteries on this champion, it's a lot difficult. So if you can, it's better to get masteries on them, right? It's optional though. Now for heal, and you don't have reviver, so you might need some healing at least, and that's where Muslim Mage comes in with this skill that he will be using sometimes in battle. Fills allies meter by 15%. You do not want to use this skill a lot, except in the first wave you can use this one. In the last wave you might get frozen for using this. In the second wave you might not even need this skill, but I guess you could use it. But I focus more on using this one, and of course his A1 has a decreased speed. The second wave have a Tuhana rack. Now when I'm explaining, when we go into the battle you see it in action. A Tuhana rack should be targeted with this decreased speed, so you can slow down her chances of coming in here, getting a turn, and cleansing all the freeze and stuns you have on the enemies. So this A1 should land on the Tuhana rack. If it does not land, problem, you're in trouble because she's gonna cleanse it. I want all our allies taking a turn before the Tuhana rack. If you have other champions like the Achak who has an A1 that can knock back turn meter, like I'm saying right there, but if they are under freeze, you can also use that on the Tuhana rack. But Achak has already gone in and used this A2. But so I think that's the right skill to use on this champion at the start of the second wave. Now finally, for the second damage dealer is going to be Zargala, and she was the missing piece in my team right here, where I was previously using a Husk. Now if you can build a Husk to be as hard hitting as a Zargala, good luck to you. But she brings in something unique that the team does not have, and that's a decreased defense. It doesn't land on her first hit. This decreased defense lands on her second hit, and that means her third hit takes full advantage of this decreased defense. I think that's how it works. 3 hits right here on this crack armor skill. Now this crack armor skill can also be activated by the A2. That's where this champion is amazing. The crack armor skill is an AoE skill, right? But check out, this one is a single target skill. If you know anything about single target skills in Raid Shadow Legends, then nuke really hard. Target one champion who is obviously positive affinity to Zargala, and make sure you kill that champion. It will instantly activate crack armor if that champion is killed. That's how you activate this A3. So even if the A3 is on cooldown, will she still use it? So if I use the A3 and it goes on cooldown, then I go in there and use the A2, will it instantly still activate this thing? I don't know. I've never really used the Zargala. So until today, I like this content because they give us opportunity to use champions we've never really enjoyed on our own accounts. Now it's time for me to try this in battle and see how it works. At the end, I'll show you the stats. Hopefully I don't forget, because sometimes I say I'll show it and I still forget to put the stats in the video. But I'll try and not to forget and show the relics, masteries, and everything, because they are also important if you're having difficulty with this content. It was so easy. I was like, there's no way I'm fighting this content, and it's this easy, then I will not record a video about it. So in a way, this is me bragging and saying I took down S14 easily. It was as easy as other stages. Now, before I brag too much, let me see how difficult it will be now that I have the camera on. Sometimes it works so well when you're not streaming, when you're not recording, and then when you turn on the camera to record and boast, things begin to go wrong. For example, this freeze on Achak, when I tried it 2 times, it landed on these 2 enemies who are obviously negative affinity to Achak. But let me try this time around. You see what I mean? Once you turn off the cameras, things go wrong. If I don't get freezes on these 2 champions, I usually just try to restart the battle. I can try to stun them with the Husk, but I'd rather get the freeze on them right off the bat to make the battle a little bit easier for me, so they don't have to hit me. Ooh, that's the wrong skill for Achak to use. There is no team presets, so you can turn off that start on auto, so you have to manual this run, right? So Achak should use this, not the A2. Finally, this is normally how it should be. With 2 of them frozen, you can decide to boost your increased crit rate if you want to. But I'm going to, let me boost my increased crit rate, increase defense, block the buff. Not that I need to. And as you can see, my team is either coming with a shield set or a bolster set that is coming from Muslim Mage. Is the healer, HP based champion. So shield set, booster set, whatever you have, so that when they begin to take turns, at least you have a chance that you might mitigate some damage from the shield set, especially if you did not land a freeze on any of these damage dealers. Now, since they are both frozen, there's no need for me to use this skill. I'll go in there and provoke this champion that is about to get a turn. You can, or you need to identify which of your Husk is the damage Husk and which one is the stun Husk. So I know when to use a big damage skill on the right Husk. Right now, I felt like this Husk is the damage Husk based on his A1 hit. But let me try this one and see. But no, I want to try this one on this skill. When they are frozen is the right time to begin to nuke these champions. That was a weak hit, so I can't really tell. Now, Zargala is also going to waste her A2 on one of them right here. Or no, she's going for this kill. Let's not waste too much time in this battle. I did say it was easy because of Zargala. And so let me just go in there and begin to use a high damage dealing ability. I'm going to use the A1 to knock back the atometer a little bit. Nope, it did not push the atometer back. And they're about to get out of crowd control phase. I'm going to go in for this AoE. I thought I was going to stun this one. Bolster made sure I did not get any damage right there. So they did hit me right there, but see, we are still full HP. Nobody took any damage from that hit. Let me go in there and hit this one again. Now they are all out of any crowd control. It's time for them to die and the battle is already over. They have decreased events on them, but you have to slow down a little bit now, because if you go into the second wave without your damage dealing abilities or your freeze available and all that, it's going to be a bad run for you. So hopefully Zargala can use this one to kill the 2 Hanarak. This is the skill I want available in the next wave, not really the crackpot one. So I'm going to go ahead and use A1s here to kill. Will I A1 kill this one? No, weak hits. Both are still helping us a little bit. Let's kill this one. Freeze on the A1 is not possible on this champion. Provoke this champion so it doesn't. Okay, A1, that's the damage dealing Husk. Let me remember, the Husk in the center is the damage dealing Husk. I like how much damage it does on an A1. I'll go ahead with the freeze now. You do not want to buff yourself in this wave at all. If you buff yourself, these two counter-attack, is it? Counter-attack champions will place their buffs. They do have a passive where as you get buffs, they get a bunch of tometer field and you lose tometers. You have to be careful. I mean, I'm talking to endgame players. You probably already know this by now. You probably tried it so many times and you see what is happening in wave 2, hopefully. So I'm not going to ever use this skill here, else it's going to give them a bunch of tometer, which might be a good thing for them to be faster than the 2 Hanarak, but I'm going to go ahead and land the decreased speed on the 2 Hanarak right there. Knock back atometer at the same time. It did not land. It did not land. So she's going to be able to cleanse them. Even if you provoke her, it doesn't do anything. But Zargala might kill the 2 Hanarak. Zargala might just kill her. Let me soften her up a little bit for Zargala. Husk? Hold on now. Damn. All right, you got to provoke this guy. He's annoying, or kill him, whatever you can do. He still did not die. Okay, this is going good until now. I can knock back his tometer also. And see, in the last run I did, they did not get a chance to do any of this. I thought they were both frozen. I mean, they were both stunned. Why did I get a turn? Now that these two champions have taken their turn, I'll go ahead and cleanse all this debuff from me and start to stun them again. I stunned 2, killed 1. So as tanky as I am, I'm not taking damage. Which of these counter-attack champions took a turn, I can't really tell. But I'm going to hit the one that is currently stunned. Go for the provoke so this one doesn't do anything else. I'm waiting for the crackpot. This is the skill I was waiting for. Decrease defense is out there, means I can do more damage. And try to freeze them too. I got the freeze on 1. They are doing A1s. It's not hitting that hard. I'm going to go ahead and provoke this one again. It's taking longer than expected. Last time, it didn't take this long. I nuked them down fast. This is the Husk for damage. I'm going to go ahead and try to kill this one that is still doing too much. A1 over here. I hear this champion hits hard. I'm not gonna get a chance to find out though, because I am killing you. Now he's left with both of them to just kill them with A1s or other skills. Still without buffing though, just gonna use A1s only. Hopefully they don't target Zargala because Zargala is the squishiest champion on this team. Damage dealing Husk, let's get it done. 42k damage right there. Down 57k damage on Zargala. A1s. Knockback Tormentor, I like to see it. Decrease speed, nice. And Nuke, weak hits. And Nuke, 56k. All right, finally for the last wave, which is all about freeze. If you buff yourself right here, these torments will freeze you. Be careful. Come in here, freeze them first. You do not want this champion right here to take a turn and block, place block debuff buff on them. You don't want that. What's his name now? I forgot his name. I'm gonna go ahead and do A1 on him. No decrease speed landed. AoE on the stun. Got it on him and everybody else except this one. So you get to get nuked now or stunned, whatever works. He's not getting the hint. I'm going to try to kill him with crackpot. Crackshot or crackpot. Zargala. Now you see why people are using Zargala in this team, because she nukes so hard. Now if I have my Zargala in +4 and everything fully ascended, I feel like she can take down the first wave, second wave, and the third wave easily. Easily. This guy is a little bit annoying because he places block damage on himself repeatedly. So I want to take him down. At this point, you can put it on full auto. One shot, this guy's 100k hits there. And he has block damage coming. Let me remember to show the stats on this champion. Let me remember again. See the block damage I'm talking about. Provoke him though. It's only for 1 turn. Got it. And auto. So that's the team that helped me get it down. And I saved their presets and I'm going to share with you right now to see. I saved their stats and everything. Successful S14. There's no other stage that have been more difficult than this for me. It all required you swapping gear from your best champions to get it to work. All right, let me show you their stats. The first one being the MVP is going to be Zargala, built in a 6-piece merciless and a 1-piece of crew, which is helping her ignore more defense of the enemy, and the 6-piece is helping her for the merciless to ignore up to 35% of the enemy's defense. That is why she's hitting that hard. So she's ignoring up to 40% of the defense from the sets alone. Not to talk of when you have masteries on this champion, which I do not have. If you do have masteries, you probably want to go with Hem Smasher for her to even have more ignore defense on the enemy, which is going to be crazy. That's probably why I'm not able to solo content with her. If I have M Smasher on her, maybe. And now my Zargala is not also put in a crazy relic like, what do you call it now? What do you call it, this relic? Oh, Cat's Gaze. She does have the Cat's Gaze. I thought she was not in Cat's Gaze. So I did have to steal my Cat's Gaze from my best arena nukers to make this a little bit easier, as you can see. Now, if you do not have Cat's Gaze, obviously, there are other crit damage boosting relics that I will recommend right here. If I go to this one, Talon, right? Malefic Talon. This is one that gives her up to 16% crit damage, where it has a 20% chance to deal 10% more damage when attacking. That's also useful. And you have one slot right here, one gem to add. If you have this gem, if no enemy has taken a turn yet, the wearer first attack deals 10% more damage. See what I mean? So you're getting a lot more damage boost added to her already, crazy stats that you have on her for artifacts. So relics is adding a lot more damage, and that's why I feel like most people you can see are soloing content with Zargala, because of the amount of damage she's there. She can totally nuke the first wave down, nuke the second wave, and nuke the third wave before they even get a chance to say anything. So that's Zargala's stats, that's her build. And if I go over there and see, hello Ade, I'm currently recording this video for the YouTube because S14 was successful and I want to record it and keep. So total stats, you can see it's over 200, even 200 speed is fine. One something if is 190, 180. I think the enemies in this content are about 180 speed or so, 160, 170 speed. So as long as you're up to 200 speed, you're fine on all your champions, so you can go before them. 378 crit damage is crazy amount of crit damage, you can agree. She does have accuracy right here, as you can see, of a 339. For any of these champion that you want to land freeze, stun on the Husk, you will need up to, I think it's 325, boosted a little bit to 350, 340 accuracy on this champion, so you can land your debuffs on the enemies successfully. But 339 is fine. I think only one enemy in the entire wave 1 and wave 2 gets up to 350 accuracy requirements. All the others are fine at 325 and so on. That's the magic requirement number, especially for your Achak. Now that you've seen my build on Zargala, nothing crazy right there except the relics that are boosting her a lot. Let's go to the Husk, which I think is going to know. The second priority, the second MVP, which did a lot of freezes and a lot of stuns, is going to be this Achak, the Wandering. I do have champion guides dedicated to these champions, by the way. If you're not using them for this specific content, I do have dedicated champion guides showcasing them in dungeons and all other content. Those champion guides did not show crazy builds like this. So that's why I'm talking about this S14 specifically for this one. Stun sets, she's one of the, or he or she, Achak is one of the champions in a sunset for this build, and with this sunset, this champion either lands freeze from this skill or the stun, whichever works. You want it to happen all the time. Now, masteries is important on your Achak to increase the chances of landing the stun or the freeze. The freeze is guaranteed 100%. Let me check. The freeze is 100%. Is a 70% chance booked up to a 90% chance of landing freeze. So if you can boost it up to an extra 95%, why not? So debuff chance increases to 90. So right there. But if the conditions are met, that is. So it's not just, there are some waves there you see Achak doing HP burn. There are some waves where you see Achak doing the freeze. And of course, that mastery I was talking about does boost the chances of me placing the stun or the freeze from Achak. That's the best mastery you've seen anybody using on Achak. This defense 3. Always fearsome presence. Some accuracy right here is needed, and if you need to. And for relic, nothing amazing. Commanding presence to boost aura a little bit. Achak is the one with the aura for defense. If you don't have enough accuracy, you can use this different aura, but I'm using Achak as the aura lead to boost my defense a little bit. It's not like I'm taking a lot of damage, but if you are, this can help you a little bit. And I did put Molten Dead Bell recommended by the HH website right here, whereas stun meter increases by 10% when applying stun, sleep, fear, freeze, and all that. So he's boosting his stun meter a little bit, and I put this what do you call it now, gemstone on him too. Now for the next MVP right there, who is going to be Muslim Mage. Muslim Mage is built in bolster, and that's the champion that was making sure when we're getting those A1 hits, we're taking no damage because of the huge shield from this bolster set. Even if it's 5-star bolster set, even if it's shield set, you still see a ton of shield. The difference is shield set is for 2 tons, while bolster I think is for 3 tons, right? So that's why a lot of people prefer bolster set on their Muslim Mage instead of shield. Initially, in my first time I took this content down, I used bolster, and this is the stats for this champion. He does need accuracy for one of his skills, the A1. Is it him that has the decreased speed on the A1? 326. Let me see. Decreased speed. He does need it for the Tuhana rack. This is the skill you want to use on the Tuhana rack to place the decreased speed. On my run, I couldn't land it successfully, and I was still able to one-shot the Tuhana rack. If you cannot one-shot the Tuhana rack, make sure you decrease that speed so the enemies can take their turn while their crowd controls before Tuhana can begin to cleanse their debuffs that is already, counted as the turn. So that's the start for this champion. No masteries yet on my Muslim Mage. If you can just get a few masteries, it's fine. Especially this relic. I was supposed to give him one relic. I found it. I specifically went to look for these masteries for this guy. I went to craft it for him, and I forgot to put it on him. Well, the battle did not even need all this crazy amount of healing. Wearer heals and turn meter increase effects applied to the allies are boosted by 15%. Equip. So right there, that's the journal of necrotos that is needed on this champion and any relic of your choice, any gemstone of your choice. So MVP using this skill does not use this skill a lot in this wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. Survival Instinct is the one I chose according to the HH website for this champion. All right. Now Zargala, all this, the last one, the Husk. Husk number 2. I've talked about 1, 2, 3, 4. The last champion, the 5th champion, the missing piece is going to be another stun set Husk. Let's say your freeze champion does not land the freeze and the stun. Then you have another champion who will take a turn to most likely land a stun. And of course, this champion do have A1 provoke. So if the enemies are about to get a turn, you can go in there and use the A1 to see if you can land the provoke. It's a 20% chance of placing that provoke. It's low. It can be boosted with books up to a 30%, 40% chance of landing provoke. So maybe you get a provoke on the A1, which happens a lot if you're lucky. So know, like I said, know which of the Husk is your damage dealing Husk. In battle, they don't seem like they're differentiated, but based on your placement in the team, you can tell where they are. And my damage dealing Husk was the one in the middle, while this one was the one doing provoke A1s. This damage dealing Husk should most likely go in here and use this skill if you're sure you want to take down somebody who's about to get a turn. So, all right, that's the stats for this Husk. Did I show his masteries? No masteries on this other Husk. And no blessing, nothing. It's just there for the stun set. Malefic Talon, a little bit of crit damage. This Husk not built just for accuracy and stun set. He also has some damage contribution. I did put crit rate and crit damage on him, but you don't have to. Zargala and the first Husk was enough to take down this content. All right, enough bragging about this content, which took me a while to finally get a team that can do it every rotation. And like I said, I did save their team preset right now. If you go to filter, preset manager, make sure you hit this button and type the name of the preset, save the preset. So right now I have the preset saved for S14 on all these champions. So whenever this content comes around again, I just go in there and preset manager S14, Husk S14 damage, and I put it on him. So all these gear sets, like I said, was stolen, borrowed from my best damage dealing champions. So if I go over there to my, go to the game, to my best damage dealing champions that probably have no gear right now. So you got to do what you have to do to get content like this. You can see Carnage has his gear stolen. S14 has his his what do you call it now? Glove stolen. Who else? Even my this one did not get anything stolen. A lot of champions. Even my Marius has his helmet stolen. All spread around all these champions so they can get all this content down for me. Did you steal anything from here? No. So you got to steal this gear from your best champions if you want this content down successfully. I think that wraps up this video talking about the S14 for Cost City hard mode. Before the reset happened, I just thought I'd record it because I've been pushing S14 off for a long time. And if you know anything about this type of content in this end game mode or this S14, S24, all this content here, they give you a ton of resources that you do need in this game. S14 specifically gave me, what do you call this thing now? Remnant summons, right? It gave me some remnants. So that's how you get a high amount of remnants ready to summon. It gave me 20 remnant summons so that it can boost your chances of getting mythicals one day if you keep getting remnants from all these sources. All right, that's all. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if this video helps you out. If you have any other question, ask in the comments. If you have any other team recommendations that you took over to S14 and took it down successfully, let me know. If you have any other difficulty with any other content that I felt like I didn't want to talk about, except this one that is extremely difficult for me, all the others were a little bit easier, I think, because I was prepared and I watched guides and all that, took it down. And of course, with the best teams that was always recommended, this is so helpful. So make sure you stick to these recommendations for your clan or the global ranking. And then if it doesn't work, head over to the Discord link in the description, ask question, post your screenshots, and people will always be there to answer you. Just like I have to ask about these Zargala solo teams that people are using, but unfortunately my Zargala is not ready to do that crazy ton. So one day she will be ready to do that solo strategy. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Recording done. How long was that? I'll post that video tomorrow. S14. This is content that people have taken down 9 months ago. When I checked, videos have been made 9 months ago. I think was relics and stuff available then. Yes. So, is there any other content I should take down today? Yes, I was about to steal gear for this team. What do you call it? Dark Fae. Get the gear back to them. I'm tired of failing Dark Fae battles. Marius. Who else? Gnots and Cold Hearts. Live Arena open. No, thank you. I've done my fair share of Live Arena seasons. I don't think I want to do any more. I hope he's not trying to take from the other Gnots. Sometimes these Gnots try to steal gear from each other. Okay, he did not. Kaima did not have his gear stolen, I don't think. Nobody needs Kaima's trash gear. Kaima. Where is it? Nope, nobody touched his gear. And the last one is Cold Heart. All right, let's go. See if it works on full auto. Or the preset is wrong. No. So my camera, what's his name? Mario's skill was not available. That's a wrong setup right there. Mario should have his AoE big nukes available in that last wave. You know what? I don't think I need it to happen in the second wave. Don't use it. I'm going to manage the Gnots. Let's try that again. Yeah, the Gnots A2 should be able to take down this second wave. Plus the A1 from Mario. So that was enough. I don't need to use the big nuke here. Now I have the big nuke. Boom. Boom. Yes. Wait, if my Marius gets taken by the boss, who is going to free him? What did Cold Heart do? She didn't do it. Okay, the Marius did not get taken. Kaima. Of all people the boss could steal, why Kaima? I thought it takes the person with the highest crit damage. I thought he was going to steal Marius. What is Cold Heart doing? Why she's not knocking back Tom meter? Did she use it on the first wave or second wave? If Cold Heart did her job, I don't think this boss will be doing this. There we go. I think she used it on the wave. That's why it's not available here. Let's set that Cold Heart to do the right thing. Don't use this. Thank you. Now you do want to open with the AoE. Right? How slow is she? 273. By that time, Marius has killed everybody. No, she's going faster than Marius. Anyways, I want her. I don't know if she used it. If she's faster than Marius, I don't think she should use this first before Marius goes. Let's see it again. What? What do you mean no? I thought I had a lot of keys. I know how to get keys. Wait, I can't even get keys because I've already spent all the keys I was supposed to get keys with. All right. I'm glad to finally revamp that team because that, I tell you, that old team was beginning to be annoying, losing 8 battles out of 10. So it all took some time to just sit down and see what others are using, I guess. It's 8 o'clock. I'm heading home, going to have dinner, and then I'm coming back on the YouTube. I did say I'm going to do more YouTube streams. I'm coming back on the YouTube and Twitch for Once Human night stream. I might start at 9 or 10 after dinner. So watch out for that stream. I might have to sleep early today because of church tomorrow. So it might be 2 hours or so stream, not 4 or 5 hours as usual. I do have to spend this energy when I get home. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing to buy. Leo. 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 Yes. He's a void legendary. What do you expect? Gotta buy out till you get him to 6-star. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, then. Catch you all in the next one. Watch out for that video when I put it out tomorrow for those who are having difficulty with S14. Cause it might be reset by then though, because the rotation has already ended. So probably I should have done this video before the reset time happened. But anyways, somebody might still search for it and see it useful in the future. Catch you all in the next stream or your video. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and weekend. And thank you for the sub, Chris, on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for hanging out and seeing this through. We did it. Good night.